Hello everyone, welcome back to the channels. In this lecture here I am going to explain about JavaScript Object Constructor. What is a constructor? Here's the first question. What is a constructor functions? A constructor function in JavaScript is a special functions used to create multiple objects with the same structure and properties. Here same structure and properties. Got it? We will create constructor. Okay, with the help of it we will create the multiple objects. You see here, create multiple objects with that constructor. If you want same same properties but with different values, here same structure and properties, instead of writing the same object again and again, we create a blueprint. You see here what we want here, same object. Here instead of writing the same object again and again, we create a constructor and then generate many objects from its using the new keyword. Keep in mind, new keyword. Here we will use the new keyword for creating the objects. Here many object. For generating many object, we will use the new keyword. Got it? Many object, new keyword. Important rule: constructor function names usually start with a capital letter. Okay, here we always prefer to write capital letter. Okay, of your function's name, your constructor function's name. This helps developer easily identify them. So okay, let me create a constructor function. So let me create it here. Okay, because this constructor function we will use in this tutorials. Okay, here in all these things. Okay, in all tutorials here. So here let's first create a constructor functions. Okay, for the student, create a function student. This is here, it is a student. Then inside of function, here you see here, you have to always write here this capital letter, this function's name capital letter, because you see here constructor function names usually here start with a capital letter. So that's why you see capital letter here. Here we will always use capital letter, always capital letter. First letter of your function name, that is a capital letter, this one. This helps developers easily identify them. So let me inside here, you will receive the parameter first name. This is here first name, last name, age, course. Got it? Then inside here, this dot first name is equal to first name. Similarly, this dot last name is equal to last name. Then this dot age is equal to age. Then this dot course is equal to course. Okay, so this is your first constructor functions. Let me explain the thing here. Here this one, this keyword guys, this one we have already explained about this keyword. I think this is here. You see here this keyword, lecture number 43. Okay, JavaScript in this keyword. Now this is time to learn your constructor functions. This is here function student first name, last name, age, course. You see this keyword guys. Here this here refer to the new object that will be created. Then here assignment, last name to the object. This is here we have assignment, means what? Here we will assign to this one last name, properties, assigning age to the object here, then assigning course to the object. Here we have some key concept about your function constructor. Inside the constructor, this here, this does not yet have a values. Inside the constructor, you see here inside the constructor here, this does not yet have a value. You see here, this first name, last name is course. We don't have a value because yet we don't have pass any values. No worry, we will pass it here. When we create an object using the new keyword, JavaScript automatically set this to be newly created objects here. So now this is time to creating the multiple object here. You see definitions. This is here, create multiple object with the same structure and properties you want. This is here, I am going to use in this structure and properties, but I am going to create multiple object of this constructor functions. So let's do it here. Now we can create many students easily using the constructor. You see here, this is my constructor functions. So I am going to use this one. So let's create here const. This is here student 1, new keyword student inside here you to pass the name Alice, then its last name Jane, its age 21, then inside here we write computer science, computer. Okay, this is spelling mistake. So next here, this is your first object. Here I am going to create a multiple object using the same constructor function. Let me copy this. It is 2, it is 3, it is 4. Let me rename this here. This is 2, then this is 3, then this is 4. Got it. Then let me here you to change your values. Here's this one right here. It is Priya. Then here it's last name Verma. Then age 20. And here's data science. So here this is here data science. Got it. Then we have what next is here Aman. Rename this Aman. It is Kumar. Okay, it's age 22, and he is, yes, it is AI, simple. Then it is Neha Singh. So here Neha Singh. Neha Singh, it is 90. It is cyber security course. Cyber security. Got it. So now we can create many students using the constructor. You see here is student constructor, guys. I mean this one. You see here student constructor. With the help of this one, I am going to create a multiple object. This is using the new keyword. You see here new keyword, new keyword, new keyword, new keyword. Here we have the first object, second object, third object, fourth object. And here you to pass your argument. You see this Alice will be assigned here for the first name. Okay, so now we have in the first name we have the value. This first name you got it from here Alice. Then last name Jane. This is here last name Jane. I mean here we have the last name Jane assigned to this last name. And then similarly for here. Okay, and its age and its course. Similarly for the third one, Aman Kumar, age 22, and its course AI. Then it is Neha Singh, 19, cyber security. So you see here we have created a new student object using the student constructor. This is a student constructor, and here we have to create a new student object. This one, new student object using the student constructor. And then here we have create another object with the different values. In this one, or this one or this one. Then again a new object with the same structure. Okay, use here all the objects that we have created here, student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, we have the same structure, so that you can use in this function constructor. Like each object here 1, 2, 3, 4 have the same structure. I mean, okay, each object has the name, then last name, and its age, and computer, course, this course. So that's why you can use it here. So let me use here. What is the benefit? We can create here 100 of object with the same structure using just one constructor. So this is the benefit. If you want, let me try to console.log here, console.log here first. Check it here. Here you see what you got it here. Here we will execute your files. Node mind script underscore 45, and you see it is your first object here. First name this one, last name this one, is, and this is. Now again similarly here we are going to copy all this. Then you see it is to copy update. This is now third object. Using the same constructor function, we will create 100 of 1000 of objects. If you want same properties in each object, let me try to execute, and you see here. Okay, I have already told you. This is it is the first one, first object, second object, and this is your third object. Then this is your fourth object. Got it? But here you see each object have a same structure and same properties. I mean, each object we have a 4 properties. You see this is 4, 4, 4, 4, so that you can use your function constructor here, because each object has the same properties. First name, last name, age, course. 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 Got it? So it is all about your creating multiple objects with the help of this function constructor. Now this is here. Next is here. Next topic, you can say that here, property default values. Now here I am going to set a default values. Sometimes we want every object to have a default properties values. So here, okay, here I am going to copy it. This is, let me comment all that code. Similarly this one, first copy this, then comment, because I am going to use this one here about, I mean here, so we have to paste here student inside it here. Just here I am going to add, you see, as your heading name, default values. So here default property for all the student, create here this dot country, it is equal to India. Got it? So here this means every student object will automatically have the country India unless changed manually here. I mean, now each object we have added a default value, that is India. Even you can easily check it here. Copy this. Okay, how you can check it here? Okay, again we have to copy all this code so that you can check it here. Otherwise, how you can understand? So here, just I want to show here we have added a default value for each object. This is in default values. Here property default values, here we have added. So paste it on this code. Now here you see, how can we forget to first copy it? Copy. This is here. Remove and form to document. Now you see here, student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. Got it? First name, last name, age, course. So you see here we don't have pass any values like your country actual value, but you see here in this function constructor we have added this default value, country India. So this country India will be added for student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4 automatically. So let's try to execute your files again here, and you see country India for a month, country India For Priya, country India. For Alice, country India. Got it? So this is a default property value we have added in each object. Got it? So now we have to comment all this code here. Then adding property to a single object. If you want to add only a property for a single object, like in this one, so how you can do that? So yeah, we can add a property to one specific object. Here this property is added only to student one, not to other student objects. So I mean here, let's suppose just I am working on the first one. Copy this code, copy this, then comment, then go here. You see here, adding a property to a single object. You see, just I am going to add for this one. So how you can add? It is very simple. It is here you have to write student one dot city, it is equal to Delhi. Got it? Then we have to what? Console.log, console.log, and use here your data. Here we have added. Okay, here we have added adding property to a single object. Just for this object here, I am adding a property that is a Delhi. So here we have to execute your files, and you see here city, here city Delhi. Okay, for the only first object, country India, course, age, last name, first name. Got it? So I hope you got it idea how to add a property for a single object. Just for a single object, here you have to write your object name, that is here student1 dot city, it is your key name and its values. Then you have to simply console.log, and you got it your results in the terminals. Then we are adding a property to all the objects. How you can add to all that? Here it is a very simple. Here if we want properties available to all objects created from the constructor, we use a prototype properties. This is here. Let me, here we have to go to the first one, copy paste, I mean this one, this is here. Here adding property to all the objects, like here student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, student 5, I mean all this. So copy that, where we have here all objects, here properties, paste it, remove, comment. Now empty document. Now we are here. So how you can do it here if we want a property available to all objects create from the constructor, we use a prototype. This one here, your function's name, here it is your constructor name. You see a prototype here dot, you have to add method, it is a university, this is here university is equal to take university, this one. Now here this university we have added for all the object, like student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. Now here let me check in the console. So before checking in the console, it is a simple way. Here it is another method to how to check it. You see this student.1. Let me first, we have to comment all this code. First how we have to understand. You see this is first object, student.1 and dot university. If we have that, I mean here we have added, this is here adding a property to all the objects. Then it is a very simple way to verify that. Okay, student1 dot university, if we have that, you got it output, it means we have added this prototype university, take university, to all the objects, like this one, this one, this one, student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. So just here we have to execute that, and you see here take university means what? This values here is student1 dot university, have this prototype value university, so that's why here this is take university, and this is second one, it's prototype. This constructor is student dot prototype, it means has this property in this one inside it here, because you see student dot prototype, So that's why here you got this values here, student take dot university. Similarly for this student one dot underscore proto, if you write like this, then also you have to check it here we have prototype values or not. If we have that, then you got it here your output university. Okay, basically this is a little bit different way to check in the console, not like simple way student 1 student 2. Here you have to check it here using university your prototype name, or just here using here this object student 1 dot underscore proto underscore. Got it? So little bit different way here you have to check in the terminals, not like a normal way like this one. So this is all about your adding property to all the objects. Then we have to comment. Then next it is here we have constructor function method. Here constructor function can also include method function inside objects. So let me copy this here, your function's name, copy this is your function method, remove the comment here, and inside it here method to return full name. Here you have to define it, this dot get full name, that is functions. Then inside it here we will return this dot first name, we need some spaces plus this dot last name. This is a method inside your constructor function method. This is a get full name, this is your constructor function method. Got it? So here this method will combine first name and last name. This is here this dot first name, this one, and this dot last name, and return the full name like your first. Okay, let me execute the first one, first object. Just here remove the comment, and then okay the first thing you need to define here this one. Let me remove the comment. Then here student 1, then here you have to execute this function. So that's why here you got it your full name as Jen. So dot get full name function must here you have to write the parenthesis this one, otherwise it calls this one. So I'm going to execute in the terminals. This is here, and you see your output what L is Jen. Good. Now the next is about next topic. This is here we have adding a method to a single object. This method exists only for student 2, not other objects. Here adding a method to a single object. Okay, so how you can add it here? It is very simple. Okay, so again we have to copy paste, guys. Okay, here copy this, paste it here, simply remove all this comment, then remove this function. Okay, for this is suppose student 1 I'm going to okay, we have to update this. This is here, this is 2. Okay. This one just here you have to focus on these things. Then inside it here, let me here adding a method to a single object. So how you can do this? We have to add here, this is student 2 dot change course, it is equal to function. Inside it here you got your new course. Inside it here this dot course is equal to new course. Got it? Now you see inside it we have added the function that is check course. So this is time to execute your function. This is check course console. Here console.log student 2 dot your functions name check course. So tell me, okay, first time your course name computer science, but the next one here it is here you have to pass what, that is a web, just a pass simple, it is a web. Okay, we got undefined. Why undefined? Okay, I know that here we forgot to just execute return from here this dot codes. So I think this is simple issue because here you have to return something so that you are able to see in the terminal, and you see here we got it. So we have successfully changed your data. Okay, even here same thing. Here you have to just checking this one. Now check it here, console.log, and what we have in the result, check it here, and you see here your course has been updated from data science to the web. Got it? And this is your functions. So it is fine, guys. So you will easily understand adding a method to a single object, not like here a student here, like a student 2, student 1, student 3, student 4. You have to just want to add a method to a single object. I mean here this one student 2. So this is the correct way to here add this and verify this. Now next is adding a method to all objects prototype. Here to add a method to all objects, we must use a prototype built in JavaScript constructor. Here adding a method to all objects. So let's see here. This is here. It is very simple, and let me copy this. I am just paste this code, remove from here, then here student dot prototype, change last name, it is equal to your functions inside here, pass the new last name. This is here this dot last name, it is equal to new last name. Got it? So it is simple way to here adding a method to all objects prototype. This is here. So like first one, guys. So here you can verify that with first one. Let me copy this. This is here, first one. Copy this. Copy it, paste it here. Here update. Remove this. So you see here your last name, it is Jane. Now I am going to change with another one that you must have pass the values. So how we can do that? So now, guys, here let me check it here. Your last name Jane, but I'm going to change with these things. So it is very simple. Here your functions name. Here student 1 dot change last name. Now in place of Jane we have Smith, and then student 1. Then you will see your result. In place of Jane we have Smith. So how you can verify that, guys? Here right, console.log, put it here. This is here, it is student 1, and after here at the bottom here you got your different values. So let me try to execute, and you see here your output. You see here first last name it is here. Now here we have update with the Smith. Got it? So I hope you got this idea. Here adding a method to all the objects. Okay, this method it is available all the object like student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4. Here you have to just copy paste and check it here. Here this one 1 2 3 4, you have to copy paste here and console.log and change your last name. Then you got it here, your result as you expected here. Now the last name of student 1 become Smith. Then we have some built-in JavaScript constructor. JavaScript already has several built-in constructor. Here we have the new object, new array, map, set, date, regex expression function, create a function. With the help of this one, new keyword, you can also create a function. But you see, okay, this is important point. The math object is not a constructor, so we cannot use a new math keyword. So best practice, so okay, for you, for developers, instead of using your constructor like this one here, developer always usually prefer the letters here. And also I recommend you for creating object, you have to prefer the array literal, this one, this type. Inside here you have to create a value. You don't use these things. Okay, create a array using this constructor array or new array constructor. Okay, if you want to create objects, suppose here, then you have to always use the literal here, this type of syntax, not like this one here. new, then objects. Okay, here if you want to create functions like function expression, then you have to use this function, not this function. Got it? You have to always prefer the literal over this JavaScript constructor. Got it? So here you have to keep in mind, you have to always use the literal for creating anything like object, array, or function expressions like this. You don't use these things. Okay, so it is all about your constructor. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.